Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about something that causes a ton of stress for a lot of couples: money. Specifically, how to effectively manage your finances as a couple when one person just isn't down with combining bank accounts. Look, if you're in this situation, you are not alone. This is way more common than you might think. And the good news is, it doesn't have to mean endless arguments or resentment. In this video, I'm going to share some practical tips to help you navigate this tricky topic, keep the peace at home, and maybe even come out stronger as a couple. First things first, let's just acknowledge the elephant in the room. Managing finances as a couple can be a really sensitive topic. I mean, we're talking about money, trust, independence, all these deeply personal things. For some, combining everything into one big pot just feels right, like the natural next step. It's about partnership, shared goals, all that good stuff. But for others, the thought of merging everything can feel like a huge loss of independence or control. And you know what? That's totally okay. There's no one-size-fits-all approach when it comes to relationships and money. The important thing is to approach the situation with understanding and empathy, not judgment or pressure. Once you've both acknowledged that this is a sensitive topic, the next step is to actually talk about it. And I don't mean just a quick, hey, want to merge accounts? I'm talking about a real, open, and honest conversation. First, choose the right time and place. Don't try to have this conversation when you're stressed, tired, or about to walk out the door. Pick a time when you can both relax, focus, and really listen to each other. Maybe it's a Saturday morning over coffee or a quiet evening after dinner. Second, focus on understanding, not judging. Instead of accusing your partner with things like, why don't you trust me with money? Or, why are you being so difficult? Try to approach the conversation from a place of curiosity. Ask questions like, can you help me understand why you feel more comfortable keeping our finances separate? Or, what are your concerns about combining accounts? When you approach the conversation with empathy, it's amazing how much more productive it can be. Finally, don't forget to share your own perspective. Talk about your vision for the future. Maybe you're excited about buying a house together, saving for your kids' education, or finally taking that dream vacation. When you focus on your shared goals and dreams, it can help bridge the gap and make those individual financial choices feel less personal. Chapter 3: Making Separate Accounts Work. Practical tips. Okay, so you've had the talk, and maybe your partner is still not 100% on board with combining finances. And guess what? That's totally fine. You can still create a system that works for both of you and keeps your finances organized. It just takes a little extra effort and communication. First things first, sit down together and make a list of all your shared expenses. Things like rent or mortgage payments, utilities, groceries, those streaming services you both use. You get the idea. Once you have a clear picture of your shared expenses, you can decide how to split them fairly. Maybe you go for a classic 50-50 split, or maybe you base it on your income levels, like a 60-40 split if one person earns significantly more. The important thing is that you both agree on a system that feels equitable and sustainable. Now, here's a pro tip. Consider opening a joint account specifically for shared expenses. You can each contribute a set amount to this account each month, and then use it to pay all those shared bills. This keeps things super organized and avoids any awkward, wait, whose turn was it to pay the internet bill moments. Chapter 4. It's not about the accounts, it's about teamwork. Look, at the end of the day, it's not really about whether your bank accounts are separate or combined. What matters most is that you're working together as a team. Relationships go through ups and downs, and that includes financial ups and downs. Maybe one person loses their job, or unexpected expenses pop up. Life happens. The important thing is that you have each other's backs, and you're both committed to navigating those challenges together. Remember that trust takes time, and finding a financial system that works for both of you might take a bit of trial and error. But if you approach the situation with patience, understanding, and a healthy dose of communication, you'll figure it out. And trust me, your relationship is worth way more than any financial disagreement. Chapter 5. Bonus Tips for Financial Harmony. All right, before we wrap things up, I want to give you a few bonus tips to help you manage your finances as smoothly as possible, even if you're keeping things separate. Tip number 1, schedule regular money dates. No, I don't mean going out for a fancy dinner and talking about spreadsheets all night. Just set aside some time each month, maybe 30 minutes to an hour, to check in with each other about your finances. talk about upcoming bills, track your savings progress, and make sure you're both on the same page with your financial goals. Tip number 2, make sure you both have a solid emergency fund. Life happens, and unexpected expenses pop up. That's just part of the deal. But when you have a healthy emergency fund in place, those unexpected costs feel less stressful. Talk to your partner about how much you each feel comfortable saving in your individual emergency funds. And finally, tip number 3, prioritize transparency. Even if you're not comfortable sharing every single detail of your finances, it's important to keep each other in the loop about major financial decisions. This could be anything from big purchases to new investments or even just taking on a new side hustle. Outrow, you got this. Thanks for watching. Remember, every couple is different, and what works for one may not work for another. The important thing is to find what works for you. If you found this video helpful, give a thumbs up, subscribe for more content like this, and share your thoughts in the comments below. How do you and your partner manage your finances? Let's help each other out.